Another day, another clip from the fashion icon himself, Mr. Green Tidal Wave, Dan Ives, talking Tesla.
Wedbush out with a new note on the EV leader saying, quote, "It is time for the board to change the Tesla narrative with 3 things that need to occur to make change happen." For more, it's the man behind the note, Wedbush Managing Director Dan Ives. Dan, best dressed man on Wall Street as well.
Great to be here.
It's okay. 3 things. Number 1, create a new comp package that supersedes this 2018 one. What do you want to see?
Look, $40 to $50 right now overhang on the stock because of this. The Delaware situation, I believe they need a comp package to supersede the 2018. Ultimately, Musk gets that package. This has been...
You want to see him get paid?
You want to see him get paid. This has already been approved by shareholders. Stop the nonsense. And I think this is something that
Strongly agree here. The comp package was approved by shareholders with a significant majority, in excess of 80%. And this extremely corrupt activist in judge's clothing has insulted the Tesla shareholders who voted in favour of Musk's compensation plan, taken an absolutely massive dump across capitalism, mocked the very idea of people being compensated based on results produced, and spit in the face of entrepreneurs, innovators, and leaders the world over. What an absolute wretch. So I completely agree on this. Tesla shareholders did already vote in favour of the comp package, so hopefully Tesla's board will come back with something comparable, no pun intended, soon. Put it to the vote, get it approved, and move on. Now, whether or not this is having a $40 to $50 overhang on Tesla stock, well, it's impossible to know, but I do hope we get an update from Tesla on this rather soon. In addition, and just to be clear, this is regarding 2018. As far as I'm aware, they can come back with a revised plan, new disclosures, get it approved, lock it in, Musk gets paid. But in addition, certainly time for a new compensation plan for Elon Musk. Specifically, offer him what he wants regarding voting rights. Now, there's a few ways that this could work, but based on the previous compensation plan, which had multiple tranches, including Tesla's market cap, top line revenue plus earnings, and it wasn't just meet market cap milestones to get paid, also needed to meet the financial metrics as well. So he couldn't just pump the stock. Given Musk's concerns around AI being in the wrong hands and having enough voting control to influence but not control the direction, a reasonable way to approach this would be to provide some milestones relating to AI-specific projects within Tesla, wherein at a certain level of accomplishment, once a goal is met, Musk gains more voting control. Whether or not that's direct ownership or there's a second class of shares that can be issued, I don't know. I'm no expert here. Just imagine, for example, milestone number 1 could be the first robotaxi, or it could be 1 million miles in Tesla robotaxis are driven. Something along those lines, as in an autonomy goal. And Musk gets an extra 5% voting right, or 3%. Just brainstorming here. Another would be Optimus robots. A milestone could be produce the first 10,000 Optimus bots, or alternatively sell the first 100,000 Optimus bots, or alternatively demonstrate XYZ capabilities with the bot. I think this would make a lot of sense, and I'll explain why. Musk is explicitly concerned about control over AI. Therefore, directly tying through his compensation package, hypothetical future comp package, additional voting rights at Tesla to AI-related milestones is perfect. Because should Tesla not achieve those milestones, then who needs extra voting, right? Doesn't matter. But should they achieve the milestones with artificial intelligence, then obviously, at that point in time, Musk should unlock more control. Not complete control, but at least strong influence via voting rights. Seems reasonable, right? Hopefully we have a comp package, something along these lines.
the board needs to act now.
So, I mean, the judge in Delaware, of course, everybody's saying, oh, it's politicized. Who knows, whatever. But
now, Brian, everyone with a brain knows it is politicized, just to be clear.
You think the board needs to come up with something new to compensate Elon Musk? By the way, keep him there, keep him happy, and keep that AI in-house, because he kind of threatened to walk.
Musk is the heart and lungs of Tesla. Tesla is Musk, Musk is Tesla. And I think that's something that's very, very important at this juncture. Clock struck midnight. Board needs to come out and act.
Also, and it's related to that, the company's headquarters is already in Texas. Mm-hmm. But you think they need to, and Musk has said he may do this, legally move the state of incorporation from Delaware to Texas?
I think it's not a question. They have to. I think not just from a Delaware perspective, you got to move to Texas at the shareholder meeting, put that up. I think the board needs to come out with a statement, and then the Musk 25%. In terms of getting Musk to the 25% voting, Obviously, a lot of controversy there, but...
By the way, I have an idea regarding Musk's compensation package. I actually believe that the carrot should be dangled for Musk to get up to 33% voting rights. Now, this doesn't mean he'll get there. I believe that 25% voting rights should be tied to reasonable but ambitious milestones relating to AI. However, an additional 8% all the way up to 33%. Dangle the carrot with utterly audacious milestones. The kind that people would say, come on, bro, this is ridiculous. Never going to happen. Just like people said with Musk's 2018 compensation package, and then the ridiculous, impossible things actually happened. That'd be a great incentive structure, in my opinion. If Musk can do the near impossible again, what's the harm in allowing him up to 33% as opposed to the 25% he's explicitly stated he's after?
But Brian, it is so important that AI, and we believe could be one of the biggest AI stories out there, AI stays under Tesla, which is, I think it's a pivotal point to make sure that Musk stays at Tesla through 2030 at least.
And your 3 points are kind of in the two that we talked about, which is the new comp package, the comp package for the 25% share bogey, as you call it, and then moving that state of incorporation to Texas. Generally, what has been the problem with Tesla stock, Dan? What in your mind? Is it BYD threats? Is it interest rates? Is it something else?
I think there's two big reasons. I mean, one, we talked about that call. It was obviously the debacle in terms of the conference call, not putting some line in the sand in terms of the price cuts are done. Investors need to understand that most of that price cuts are done, margins expand from here. I think, one, that's been a huge overhang. Two, you talk about overall EV demand, which you talk about, do a great job on the show.
Well, people think
no, but the
I honestly, people come at me, but I've been correct. It's not because I'm smart. It's because I talk to dealers all over the country.
Yeah, and
that's it. Tesla.
Wait. So, just trying to think through the reasoning here. I think that Brian was suggesting that he's well informed about demand for electric vehicles because he's talking to car dealers, an aspect of legacy automotive companies. Tesla doesn't have dealerships, so he wouldn't be talking to Tesla dealers because they don't exist. Tesla in the United States today, more than 50% of all electric vehicles sold. They literally control more than half the market. It is not talking directly to anybody relating to Tesla to determine this, and it just so happens that the car dealerships selling electric vehicles are only able to sell electric vehicles produced by the companies to which they are tethered. E.g., the Ford dealerships can only sell Ford electric vehicles, and it just so happens that legacy automotive companies are producing polished turds, trying to compete with Tesla vehicles, where Tesla dominates the market. So it's possible that Brian may in fact be getting false signals and conflating the lack of demand for turds for a lack of demand for electric vehicles. Again, what was the world's best-selling vehicle last year? Oh, that's right. It was an electric vehicle, the Model Y. This narrative that there's a lack of EV demand needs to die. And it won't take long. Give it a couple of years as we see the data and the continued insane rate of growth for EV sales as a percent of all new vehicles sold. And suddenly, people will be quite embarrassed that they were claiming EV demand was slowing down, there was a lack of demand, there wasn't enough demand, and so on in 2024.
Tesla does not have dealers, so I can't talk to them to figure out how it's going. I have to talk to you.
And for the Brian Sullivan quote, do they want an EV or they just want a Tesla?
No, I've said I don't want to offend anybody. Teslas are for people that are more tech-oriented, that want to be moved around. EVs are for car people.
Exactly. And to your point, this is a pivot. Look, it's a moment of truth. This is a moment of truth time for the Tesla story. Show demand is going to continue to be there, which we believe it is, including in China. Stop the price cuts. Let the board come out, show that Musk is there. And at that point, we believe that's worth $40 to $50 per share to the stock.
We had Kathy Wood on last night. She's a $2,000 price target on Tesla.
Look, I believe...
I mean, that makes you look bearish by comparison.
I believe we will, at one point in the next 3 to 4 years, be talking about Tesla, not just at $1 trillion, at $2 trillion. And I think this is just a moment they need to navigate. But that's why, for the board, it's time to act. It's time to set the foundation for the future.
For the record, I definitely agree that $2 trillion is in Tesla's future. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I could keep going, but I'll save that for those of you who have access to my Tesla valuation model. Link in the description. You can check it out on Patreon at the investor level and above. For what it's worth, $2 trillion would be roughly a quadrupling from where we are today. And I definitely agree this is in Tesla's future. Just a matter of when, not so much if. Want more content? Early access, bunch of perks, click the links in the pinned comment. AG1 has given me a massive, meaningful boost in energy, allowing me to do a lot more every day, including using my brain more and using my body more. I highly recommend you guys and girls check it out. It's an excellent way to fill in nutritional gaps. It's got 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, and whole food source nutrients, plus prebiotics and probiotics and digestive enzymes and adaptogens to help you deal with stress. Plus, if you click the link in the pinned comment or head to drinkag1.com/SMR, you can get yourself a 1-year free supply of vitamin D3 and K2. But don't take my word for it. Here's what some of you guys and girls have to say. AG1 has changed my life. I was, as you described, treating myself like a circus, ate like trash, rarely exercised, used alcohol as a stress crutch, cannabis also. AG1 is what gave me the kick in the ass, got me back to the gym, motivated me to do more for myself, family, my business, etc. Keep doing what you do. Now, I know there's some skeptics, the same kind of people who think Elon Musk is a fraud, reading this going, what do you thought? There's no way that's possible, bro. It must be a placebo effect. Believe it or not, this is a recurring theme. If you give your body everything it needs to feel and perform its best, including having a lot more energy, you'll need ways to use that energy. For me personally, that includes more exercise, moving my body more social activity, and more cognitively demanding tasks, including producing a fuck ton of exclusive content over on Twitter and on Patreon, plus my daily YouTube uploads. The proof's in the pudding. On to another testimonial from a viewer of this channel. SMR, you asked me to provide feedback on AG1. Here it is. It has helped with mental acuity, stamina, and intestinal waste management. Can't read between the lines. Certainly helps with regularity and digestion. That's what the digestive enzymes are for. It has also dramatically reduced my cravings for sugar. You guys need to stop eating sugar. It's fucking poison. I'm 50, 5'9", and overweight, aka a fat motherfucker. I think that's a technical term for overweight, isn't it? Is it fat motherfucker or obese? I can't remember. I average 100 hours a week in the West Texas oil fields as a safety supervisor. Jesus Christ, dude. No wonder you're struggling to keep your weight under control. 100 hours a week. Brutal. It has helped me lose weight. It is not an appetite suppressant. It can help fat people suppress cravings, and motivation to be healthier is critical for changing your diet. Love you, brother. Again, this is a great point. It's something people really don't seem to grasp. If you have more energy, everything becomes easier. It's like turning on easy mode for life. A few years ago, before I was taking AG1, my health was trash. I was struggling to get through the day, had afternoon fatigue. The last thing I wanted to do was either use my brain or move my body. Didn't have the energy. Now, my biggest struggle every day is figuring out ways to use that energy. I'm exercising way more, doing a lot more with my friends and family, and of course, my work output has increased substantially. And you can fact check me. Check out the average length of my videos I was posting to YouTube 3 years ago. Need I say more? And one final testimonial. Love this one. Okay, here's the deal for me with this AG1 shit. I'm 41 years old and not the type to eat, drink, smoke, or sleep healthy, so I was skeptical. That being said, here's what I experienced. Day 1, meh. Day 2, afternoon fatigue was about 45 minutes late. Day 3, 0 afternoon fatigue. Day 4, 0 afternoon fatigue plus extra energy. Day 5, again, 0 afternoon fatigue plus energy, wondering, what the fuck, really? See, this is the thing, right? The results for many people are just almost too good to be true. This is the same experience I had. My afternoon fatigue just vanished out of nowhere. I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Why am I not tired in the afternoons anymore? Surely, it's not that AG1 shit, is it? Turns out it was. Day 6 and 7, same thing. Day 8, same thing. Plus, I had the want to get things done around the house that I normally would slack off and not get done. Again, the point, extra energy, you'll need to use it, you'll find ways to use it. Day 9, 10, and 11, and today is day 12. I fucking love it. So however you managed to get me to buy it, I'm so glad you did. Thank you so much, SMR. It really changed me so far. Guys, this shit really works. Just try it. By the way, this is the reason I continue to relentlessly promote AG1. A lot of people get real fucking mad in the comments. Oh my God, Snake Oil Salmon's sold out. Oh my God, he's a scammer. This is fraud. But constantly, I'm pretty sure everyone making these comments is also currently short Tesla stock. I'm not particularly concerned about people having a negative perception, those folks suffering from small brain syndrome, still living in my bum's basement syndrome, etc., writing mean comments, claiming AG1's a scam or it doesn't work. I mean, bro. When I get feedback like this is what keeps me going. Just try this stuff for a month, and if you don't get these results, get your money back. See, it's a literal no-brainer. It's an IQ test at this point in time. Testimonial after testimonial after testimonial like this. Get your money back if it doesn't work. Just try it for a month, and if it doesn't work, get your money back. Today's the day. It's finally time. Be like this guy who was a massive skeptic, but finally, after 1,000 promotions in a row, caved in, tried AG1, and has results like this. Head to drinkag1.com/SMR or click the link in the pinned comment, and please, let me know how you're feeling in a few weeks' time. Now, if you'll excuse me, time to put my extra energy to good use. I'll be recording some more exclusive content for Patreon and my Twitter subscribers. So click the links in the pinned comment. See you over on Twitter and or Patreon, and don't forget to grab your AG1. Love ya.